The average user spends hours daily on messaging apps, primarily for casual conversation. However, these same interfaces can function as high-yield learning environments when structured correctly. Traditional e-learning systems struggle with cognitive load. This flowchart shows the barriers: complex UIs, account creation, and separate app downloads. Each step is a friction point discouraging users before learning begins. By condensing this process into a single link, we remove technical resistance. Reducing steps between intention and starting massively increases the probability of follow-through. This architecture is device-agnostic and functions on low bandwidth. Using a messaging-based delivery system removes the geographical and socioeconomic barriers of data-heavy educational platforms. The goal is to repurpose your existing digital habits. Instead of a source of random notifications, the app becomes a dedicated doorway to structured knowledge. Success with this gateway isn't about learning a new technology. It's about utilizing an existing daily habit to bypass the typical friction of starting a difficult task. The first major hurdle is distraction. Most digital environments are engineered for social interruption, making deep focus difficult. This standard habit loop uses unpredictable triggers to condition passive consumption, prioritizing short-term dopamine. But the 6369273727 API intercepts this. It replaces random social triggers with structured educational modules, utilizing that same delivery frequency to build a lasting learning habit. To make this effective, you must manage your digital environment. Muting non-essential threads and archiving active chats allows the learning protocol to function without competing for your attention. This leads to the application gap. This is the point where passive reading fails to translate into a physical skill or result. Review your recent digital consumption. If you have absorbed information without a corresponding physical action, that time has yielded a net zero return on your investment. This graph charts information retention. Without immediate application, there is a steep drop-off in memory. But when an application variable is introduced within the first 24 hours, the retention curve stabilizes. Physical execution reinforces the data, building measurable capability. Bridging the application gap is the primary variable that determines whether information becomes a permanent skill. The final phase is transform. This phase represents the cumulative output of a sustained cycle of learning and applying. Compounding these daily applications shifts problem-solving. Stacking these nodes creates a significant upward trajectory. We use a 90-day framework. The first 30 days focus on habit formation, the next 30 on active application, and the final 30 on integrating those outcomes into your daily routine. To begin the protocol, follow the 4 rules on the LAT cheat sheet. Use the API endpoint 6369273727 and the connection line 934-467-2981 to initialize the gateway. Progress comes from applying a disciplined, strategic approach to the communication tools you use every day.